Greetings, my name is Igolan, and as you can see, this will be the first of the World of Warships videos that are featured on my channel. Today I'm sailing a Tier 6 American destroyer, the Farragut, and this ends up being a pretty quick mission, so I'll try not to talk too fast, but there was a lot to concentrate on. So, when I join into the game, I see I spawn closer to sea. My whole intention here is to be pretty aggressive. Mostly because I was trying to finish off the Arpeggio missions and I only needed a couple hundred experience, so I want to try and get some cap points, throw some shots into some enemy ships, hopefully sink a few while leading my team to victory here, and you know, if that's all I can achieve, then hey, mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned. But this turns out a lot differently than I was expecting. So as I'm sailing towards sea, I can see a couple other battleships. I've got a destroyer heading up here with me. Our team seems to be spread out pretty well. We have a destroyer heading towards B and one headed towards A. A lot of our guys can't make up their mind between those 2 points, but I know most of the time the whole enemy team ends up coming here towards C anyway, so I'm expecting to see action up in this direction. Which is why I have my guns pointed towards the edge of this island. You can see from my sight line here, I'm looking right at the edge of that island, so that if an enemy destroyer pops out around there, I'm ready to fire in his general direction. Now, when I don't see anybody yet, I decide, well, I think I'll swing around these islands and maybe try and keep my detection. Stealth is key. Whether you're an American or Japanese destroyer, it does not matter. You just don't want to be detected until you absolutely have to. So for a moment, I think about heading into B, but then I can see, nope, looks like there's an enemy destroyer in C, so I'm going to head that way and give support to the rest of my team. I don't remember looking up there earlier, but I'm sure that's a Mitsuki who was trying to pick off some quick capture points, and now it looks like he's spotted a big chunk of the enemy team. Yep, there's a couple big ships up there, so I cut speed. And I'm trying to time it so that by the time he gets out of the cap circle, I'm coming into it, so we can keep the enemy team from capturing this point here. I'm still looking for a destroyer up towards the north, and it doesn't look like they have anybody spotting me yet, so I'm pretty confident just staying slowly heading towards the cap circle. When I see smoke. And now I know where the enemy destroyer is. So what I'd like to do is get myself between the enemy team and my team, which is right back here. Hopefully get them some cover. And that's when I notice the enemy destroyer behind me. He's about to come into my detection range right there. So I gotta pick up speed. And I'm not gonna be able to keep my stealth for long anymore, so try and see if he's going to be coming after me. Looks like he's going north, so I don't have to worry about him chasing me just yet. I still haven't lost my stealth, but I don't have any good shots on him, so now, oh, yep, I've been spotted, so there's no reason to keep hiding, and now I can start putting shots into this Bismarck. I've popped smoke for the rest of my team, hoping that I can give them a little bit of a buffer. And now that I've got the Bismarck on fire, I look for a couple other targets. And that's when I spot their destroyer, and he's heading right for us. So I try and lead him the right way. When the enemy ships are angled the way he was, it's really tough to get a good lead on him. But now that I got the angle down, he's great unless he changes speed or direction. But our Mitsuki's in trouble. He dropped smoke and his engines are out. Either he already burned his repair or he just doesn't want to. But I had to throw down some torpedoes to try and slow down the rest of the enemy team so that they don't keep steaming straight at us. And I turn around and quickly re-engage with that Farragut. Alright, now that I got some shots into him, I'm waiting for module damage. And that's when I see it. His engine's down. And his rudder's down, so he's almost dead, and there he goes. Now listen here. Our victory is in sight? I didn't hear that at the time. I'm just trying to dodge back into this smoke and re-engage so I can get back on these big ships before we lose. And then we killed so many of them that the game is just over. Things were happening so quickly that I hadn't even noticed that we were so far ahead on points that we just won flat out. And I was pretty happy from this first screen that I was able to finish off my Arpeggio mission. So let's look at the team scores. This is where I noticed their problem on the red team. We hadn't lost a single ship. And I was pretty happy to score second place on my team. And here on the detailed report, you can see I had plenty of main battery hits. Didn't hit anything with my torpedoes, but then I didn't really expect to. And that'll wrap it up for the first of my World of Warships videos. Once again, I appreciate your comments down below, especially if you have any advice about the video or sound editing that I've done with this one. And thank you for watching.